What's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 29 of the French Fox podcast, the show where five friends gather around a Zoom audio recorder and just talk about things. Today, we've got Ben.
What's up, guys?
Noah.
How's your day going, everyone?
And I'm Will, just the three of us. We're going to have a lot of fun today, got lots to talk about, so sit back, relax, do whatever you do when you listen to a podcast. Steve, Tim, roll that intro.
French fries. French fries.
Yeah.
French fries. French fries.
Wow, never gets old. Love that intro.
Can we please re-record that or just change it up in some way at some point?
No, what do you mean? It's perfect.
Okay.
Maybe for season 3. So how's everyone doing?
Baller.
Doing baller. You know what that means?
What?
It's time for everyone's favorite segment.
Great segue.
Since we last spoke. Roll that intro again, Steve Tim.
Talking is easy. We gotta catch up. Please don't hold a single little thing for me. Since we last spoke.
So, Since We Last Spoke, in case you're not familiar, is a segment where we all talk to each other about what has happened since we last spoke. So, anyone have anything interesting happen to them?
So this weekend, Augie's not here, but we were both together over the weekend, and we actually won the Los Angeles Acapella Festival with our group Instrumental.
Wow.
Okay.
So fun
Is this
fact
the
to
first
our
time?
Well, I'm about to get to that. Fun fact for our listeners: everyone on this particular pod, Noah, Will, and I, have been a Los Angeles Acapella Festival champion. Noah, 3 years, or I guess you would call it 2 years ago. If you count
2017, yeah.
If you count this year as this year, then yeah, 2 years ago.
If you count this year as this year. Okay.
As opposed to technically it's in the past, so you could call it last year,
Of course.
But Noah won 2 years ago, Will 1 year ago, Augie and I 1 year ago, and this year ago. So
Nice.
that's what
Noah was actually the only one to win not as a part of our group.
Yeah.
So Noah,
Right.
so Ben, Augie, and I, we all won together, and Ben and Augie won together last year.
this year. See,
year,
it is
sorry.
confusing.
So confused.
Oh,
Wow.
it is
This year.
confusing.
2019. And just so you know, last year there was a little. So last year, 2018, there's a little bit of something going on because
My brain.
we were actually announced to have gotten second place at the
And you should have.
at the festival, but then the next day we're on a bus ride back to the place, and the guy comes up and is like, "Hey, you guys won."
The guy.
The guy.
There was an error in tabulation,
of course.
kind of like a Moonlight Steve Harvey vibe, and turned out we were champions.
Steve Harvey announced La La Land. If you didn't know, wait a minute.
Yeah, but you call it the Moonlight because
Right,
they're
of
the ones that
course.
actually won.
Of course.
Yeah, but this year we actually got to have our moment on stage where they actually announced us on stage. We had to jump up and down.
Is Moonlight the one with the guy? I can never pronounce his name. Mahersh.
I haven't seen it. I saw La La Land though.
Gandhi.
Moonlight actor. I'll find it. Steve Tim's not here this week. Yeah, Mahershala. What's his name? It's Mahershala Ali, and I didn't realize how much he is in. I always thought of that as his breakout role, but he's in so much. Anyway, it's just kind of one of those crazy things you don't notice the actors that are in things. Wow, I'm looking at the cast right now, and I don't know any of these people.
Nice.
I didn't see the movie. Anyone see Moonlight?
No,
No.
definitely not.
No?
I should have. I want to. Still.
Nor I need to pull up a list of the best picture nominees, but I've maybe seen one.
Of the...
Yeah, I saw Black Panther.
Should I pull them up?
Pull
real
them up,
quick?
and pull them up, and I'll tell you how many I've seen.
Best picture nominees.
Have you been keeping up with movies, Noah?
No.
Yeah,
Okay. Bohemian Rhapsody.
I've seen
Let's do our own picks, okay? For best picture.
Okay.
We'll go through each one and talk about them,
Okay,
okay?
but first, just because we got this started, Bohemian Rhapsody, I've seen the last 15 minutes.
Okay.
Black Panther, saw the whole movie.
Okay, can you calm down for a second?
Yeah.
Let me run.
Favorite?
Sit down.
I saw nothing.
I'm going to go through... Stop. I'm going to go through and say each of the movies, okay?
Okay.
We have Bohemian Rhapsody, Black Panther, The Favorite, Black Klansman,
Saw that. That
Ben.
was good.
Green Book, Vice, A Star is Born, and Roma. So just so everyone knows, those are the movies. Let's go through each one and spend 15 minutes talking about their merits as a movie.
No.
So Bohemian Rhapsody was good. I think we've talked about it, but not a best picture.
Definitely not.
Not even, no.
I'm sorry, but like Roma's going to be the best picture. Like these are all great movies, so they give it to the R2 one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, not all of them are great. For example, Black Panther.
Black Panther
good movie.
was
It was great, but is it a best
solid.
picture?
Definitely not a best picture, but it was better than Infinity War in my opinion.
What?
I thought that I felt the stakes more in Black Panther than I did in Infinity War.
Here's how I felt
know.
about it. Black Panther was so predictable. At every turn, I knew exactly what. And not to say that wasn't the case with Infinity War, but there was just so much like. Infinity War kept me entertained the entire movie. I was never like, okay, I'm kind of bored. Whereas like in Black Panther, I was like, okay, I'm bored at this part. I'm bored. Something interesting happened.
Sure, I know what you're saying. I feel like in Infinity War, and like it wasn't a bad movie, and I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying I like Black Panther better because Infinity War, like there never really felt like there was stakes to me. Like I just like even
because you knew what was gonna happen.
Everything happened, and like I just know that it's all building up to the next movie. I just felt like in Black Panther there was like real stakes.
Well, do you
and
feel
great performances from the two leads.
Do you feel like maybe there's a little bit of mystery in the next movie, or no? Because we already know there's a Spider-Man movie coming out. We already know all the heroes come back. I felt weird about that.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was
it
really
didn't
weird.
take a scholar to.
Well, like, okay, but for me, like, having a confirmed Spider-Man sequel is different than revealing the Spider-Man trailer when Spider-Man is dead, technically.
Yeah.
Which that.
No shame.
I watched
no
Ant-Man
shame.
and the Wasp recently.
Which I watched it too because I was
enjoyed
told
it.
I liked it. I was told it had a lot to do with Infinity War.
And it did.
No, just the end.
And not even the end. It was like the after credits
Right,
scene.
exactly.
And I was like, if I stopped watching this, like I probably would have if I didn't already know it was there. Like that's a huge piece of information that you would have missed. Like
Also, it's called Ant-Man and the Wasp, but it's really just Ant-Man.
no, it's really just the Wasp.
No, it's really just Ant-Man.
Yeah,
She's
that's true.
she's in it a little bit, but she's just
Was
kind of.
Sandra Bullock the Wasp?
No, but it's
No.
Sandra Bullock look-alike kind of.
No, it's-
Evangeline Lilly.
She looks nothing like
yeah,
Sandra
she
Bullock.
just also has dark hair.
Sandra Bullock
and-
is like
God,
40
it's-
years old.
Sorry,
as
I don't know.
Sandra.
I don't know why my brain did that. I didn't see Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Remember that time Sandra Bullock's film won like every single Oscar? Gravity.
Interstellar?
Bird Box.
Interstellar.
No, that was what?
She wasn't in
It's called
Interstellar.
Gravity.
Gravity.
Interstellar
Thank
is
you.
the 3-hour
Matthew McConaughey.
I love that movie.
Masterpiece.
Okay, Matthew
blew my
McConaughey is
mind.
such an. I think he's he's so good, and that he's recently in the Super Bowl. He was in an ad for a Lincoln. And
Yeah, of
it was
course.
he's playing pool and he shoots, and then everyone's like, "Wow!" And then he drives away in his Lincoln. He's like, "I'm mysterious."
The thing is, like, those commercials have been like memed so hard. So I'm just waiting for Lincoln to embrace it. Like, I'm sure that there are like people at the company who are like, "Oh, this is great potential. Like, we could do a commercial like making fun of the fact that like Matthew McConaughey loves Lincolns and like do one of the memes that we found on the interwebs and get really viral."
No, I think they think someone's gonna watch that and be like, "I could be Matthew McConaughey if I drive."
Yeah.
a Lincoln.
Advertisers are definitely years behind of the game.
But
like,
they're catching on.
It's
like,
true,
With
it's
the,
true.
With the like Wendy's Twitter account and like all the brands
Well,
now
what's
like
funny
are
is-
weird. And
I was talking to my girlfriend because she's in a class about like stuff like that.
marketing.
Exactly. It's not exactly marketing, but they talk about it, and the professor showed them like 7 Carl's Jr. ads in a row, the ones where they sexualize women. And afterwards she had to
Yes.
eat at a fast food restaurant. She was like, "I'm so hungry and I need it." So she went to Jack in the Box. So it worked, but for the wrong company.
yeah.
So it works,
Yeah, I mean, like, it's always funny, like, watching the Super Bowl, and I think this year's Super Bowl, from a sports and from an advertisement perspective, was terrible.
Well, except there's
But-
a really good, the liberal scumbag I am. There's a really good Washington Post ad about like,
Yeah.
it was like democracy dies in the dark, and it was like
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
like
that's true.
trust the news people, like we're not gonna,
Mm-hmm.
I like that ad.
I
but-
liked it as well. But what I was gonna say was, it's always funny when like you're watching a commercial and it's something just very like abstract and unrelated, and you're like, what could this be? Oh my god. And then it just cuts to a car driving
Right,
down
exactly.
driving down an urban street.
like my favorite are like when it's an ad, like someone's on a beach and like they put like a lime in their Corona and they're having a great time. You're like, oh, it's a Corona ad, and then like there's a Ford driving away and they're like, what? Stuff like that.
No, absolutely.
Which why I think last year the Tide ad was such a good ad You know, where they're talking about like how clean all the clothes are in ads, and he was like, "Well, every ad's a Tide ad." You don't remember that one? It was the guy from
Wait, that was last year?
the guy from
Yeah,
Stranger Things,
yeah.
the sheriff.
Yeah.
And like every once in a while, there would actually be a Tide ad where he's like, "Nope, it's a Tide ad."
Yeah.
They really wanted.
My favorite Super Bowl commercial of all time, Puppy Monkey Baby.
That was, oh God.
That was incredible. Puppy Monkey Baby.
If you haven't seen Puppy Monkey Baby, we're gonna sit in silence for 3 minutes so you can go on YouTube and look it up.
It's so worth it.
No, we're not.
Okay, but just pause the podcast, find Puppy Monkey Baby, and watch it maybe 10 times in a row, and then come back. We'll be here for you.
Basically, the gist of it is they're
watching it right now. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the Puppy Monkey Baby. Ben, can you break down the video play by play?
Yeah, so it starts off with some friends, and they're in a living room on a couch.
Of course, it's kind of like a basement. Kind of get a basement feel, right?
Yeah. And are they eating Doritos?
I just think like Four Loko Kickstarter.
Yeah,
Something. Mountain Dew.
I should know because my favorite Super Bowl commercial of all time. It's either Mountain Dew or Doritos, and they're sitting on their basement couch, just kind of chilling around, when you hear a little rattle, and walking up to the couch is a puppy's head on a monkey's body, with a monkey's torso with baby legs, and it's in a
It has
diaper,
tail, right?
Yeah, and a tail, and it shakes its rattle. Shh, shh, Puppy Monkey Baby, and then it just starts a conga line where he goes, Puppy Monkey Baby, Puppy Monkey Baby.
You still remember it. That's how good it was. It wasn't. It was an
it's
old
iconic.
ad.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Super Bowl, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Bob Costas. I'm not really that familiar with him, but he's or he used to be a sports. What's the
Newscaster?
official? Yeah. And he was
Sportscaster.
Yeah, he was going to be broadcasting. He was going to pretty much host with quotes the 2018 Super Bowl, and they fired it. He retired before, so he wasn't going to do it. But now ESPN is officially releasing like a little mini documentary about how he was actually fired from doing it because he was going to bring up. Any guesses what he was going to bring up during the Super Bowl that got him kicked out by the
Taking
NFL?
a knee.
No, it wasn't the taking a knee or anything. Any guesses? Concussions. I think the quote is, the reality is that this game destroys people's brains. Which I'm interested on your takes on that. Like, how do you feel? Because football is such a... Ben, I know you're a football fan.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like all the new rules? Like, can't really tackle the quarterback, stuff like. For me personally, as not a big football fan, football should not be played. Like,
Yeah, from a rational standpoint, you're right. And
it chokes the brain. If you've never seen that movie,
It feels like an old barbaric game. That,
everyone
like,
should be playing golf.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, but also like I feel like
Like, I get the appeal, but like,
I like the new rules because it just kind of regulates something that I think is kind of naturally occurring. Like, you have to understand like the trade-offs of playing football. Like, yes, they risk their lives, but also like, and like their lives post-career, but they're also like living crazy lives. Like, they're definitely compensated for the dangerous work they do. So I think there's a lot of good to football. Like, football is a path for a lot of people who come from very little and make it to the and become stars and become rich. So I think that like that opportunity isn't something that should be taken away. So I agree with just like making the game safer so that it's still there. Because like it's part of the American identity. Like, football's awesome.
I know, but that's
there has to be a way to make it safe, I think.
But like
but then people are gonna like freak out. Like, there's no, I don't know. It's hard to change it because like everyone's gonna hate it.
right, right. No one's gonna like the change.
Yeah.
But it is frightening, like what it can do to your brain.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't remember the numbers, but I feel like
95% had CTE, which, if you don't know, is like
but
the
isn't
brain
that 95 of the
brains that
dead
were-
brains that
yeah.
were studied? Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of football players who
There's a lot
go
of
their whole careers fine. Like, it's
that we know of.
yeah, it's true. It's interesting, but it's like I think it's similar to like I don't know, like being in the army or something.
Okay, but I feel like we need an army. We don't need football.
Right.
That's fair. No, I definitely see
Controversial.
both sides of this. And
And how do you feel about this guy being fired for
oh, that
bringing
sucks.
it up?
I mean,
Isn't
that's just pure business. It makes me sick. I think the NFL, like, I love the sport, like, but the organization, like, is terrible. It protects domestic abusers. It monetizes violence, and
You can just tell that it's run by all old white people. Like
yeah, like
that's
all
what
the
it
great
is.
institutions
Like
in our
with
country.
the SpongeBob meme. Like you can totally just like
What's the SpongeBob? What do you-
with during the halftime show, they played like part of Sweet Victory
Yeah.
from SpongeBob, and like
I wish I had played the whole thing.
yeah, everyone did. But it's something like that where it's like it's so easy to just like do a teeny bit more and make people satisfied and like make it this huge thing that would go viral and promote your event, and like it'd be like the biggest thing ever. It'd draw
Right.
people who like normally wouldn't watch the Super Bowl to it. There were people who like tuned in who never cared about the Super Bowl or
The
football, but did
halftime
it for
show
that. And
sucked.
yeah, and it's like they just like it's all old white people who are like out of touch.
Well,
with,
that's something I noticed when Patriots scored a touchdown and then they got the field goal coming. It cuts to like the owners and all the executives. They're all old white people high-fiving each other,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Yeah, woo!" It just,
yeah, I
little
mean,
crazy.
it's kind of like it's definitely symbolic of like a systematic inefficiency.
which is like there's an episode of South Park that talks about college basketball is in the same way. Like Cartman tries to be a college basketball owner, and he's talking about it as if it's like slavery. It's like so pretty much you have all these kids running around on your court, and you're an old white guy, and you don't pay them anything, but they make you a lot of money.
Yep.
Yep.
And it's crazy. It's
No,
crazy.
yeah. So my stance on it is definitely not fully formulated. Like I think safety first, but there's definitely like there's identity that comes along with football, and I think it's awesome.
Right.
But it's definitely like with great power comes great responsibility, and if the players aren't going to play safe, like it's not going to be a safe game.
Of course. Doing a full 180. Let's talk about Wicked.
The musical.
Wicked.
Well, Wicked, the movie coming in 2021.
Oh yeah.
But is it actually like a movie or is it
Universal
like is it
Pictures.
into the Woods style where it's like a movie of a
With
musical,
James Corden?
or like a more live musical feeling thing? Answer my questions, Will.
I'm looking at the article.
Answer them
I'm looking at the article. There's lots of pictures, lots of tweets talking about Wicked. Everything, nothing really explaining. I get some.
I know one thing's for sure.
Tell me about it.
Mark Platt is producing it.
Who is that?
I don't know this for sure, but he produces like every musical movie. Can you look that up? I'm curious.
Mark Platt.
Mark Platt
He did La La Land.
He did. He's Ben Platt's father. Ben Platt was in Dear Evan Hansen on Broadway.
Yeah.
A pretty
and Pitch
okay
Perfect.
show.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sure. We don't need to get into that.
I was in an interview today,
Yeah.
and
With Ben Platt.
no, but I was talking about like my interests, and of course some of that falls in theater performance.
Right.
And the person interviewing me was like, "Oh, you're not gonna believe whose house I was at back in October. It was Mark Platt's house."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you look it up, Will?
Yeah, and I found some other weird things. It has everything.
Is it on Mark Platt's IMDb page?
No, I'm
okay.
looking at Wikipedia. Everything he's produced, a lot of musicals.
Wikipedia.
And I see
show.
Wicked 2021. He's doing
Yeah.
Aladdin. He just did Rent Live. He did Mary Poppins Returns as a producer. And then it says to be announced.
No, I've seen some of these. There's
Ready?
like so many.
Ready?
Yeah.
The Little Mermaid, co-producer with Lin-Manuel Miranda, Snow White.
Under the sea.
Are they making a live-action Little Mermaid or something?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Lin-Manuel Miranda is Sebastian.
No, he's not.
No, but I would not be surprised.
And then it says
That's
Dear.
gonna be announced
That's gonna
very
be-
soon.
yeah.
Don't leak that.
Wait. Oliver Twist, co-producer with any guesses?
Oh. Who's like
What about like Ice Cube?
You looked right at it.
I know. I'm
Right
sorry.
at it.
It's Ice Cube.
Wait, what show?
Oliver Twist.
Isn't
With
that a
Ice Cube?
Isn't that a Charles Dickens novel?
Yeah, Ice Cube is a co-producer. He's not in it.
Wait, it's Oliver Twist or Oliver? Like
Oliver
No,
Twist
Oliver
is
Twist.
Oliver. They're the same thing.
But
I
isn't
thought
one a
isn't
musical
Oliver
and
Twist
one's
like
a
a-
book?
Oliver Twist is the book. Oliver's the musical.
Right.
So my
Right.
guess is they're making a movie and calling it Oliver Twist, but it's probably just the musical.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't. They should call it Oliver. Oliver.
Food, glorious food.
That's a great musical. But any thoughts on like? It feels like every movie being made is like a remake or
Yeah.
why? Why isn't anything original?
Because-
But why do original movies suck? You know?
I don't know. I guess it's easier for a remake to go viral. And
Well,
it's
we
easier
need-
marketing and like
Think about like some of the
Appeal.
best movies, like Titanic.
Right.
We need more real life things to happen,
right.
like the Titanic.
I think enough real life things happen, just not enough real life things have movies made after them.
Why not? If you could make a movie, you would make it and it would be the perfect movie. You know, what would it be about? What real life event would it be about?
The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo.
Can you tell me a little bit? What would the plot be?
No, I'm sorry. That's just I'm making a joke off a Jimmy Fallon sketch. There's a Fallon sketch that's so funny where he's talking about like the Mexican session or something, and there's someone in the audience who's in on the bit, and he's like, Jimmy, why aren't you talking about the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo? And Jimmy's like, oh, you mean the treaty that like blah 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 this and that? He's like, exactly. The most important treaty in America, like, and it's very funny. Like,
So go check that out.
yeah.
And
That's actually
That's our
That's my
recommendation,
railroad
Railroad.
record.
Yeah.
That's my
no,
recommendation.
we're not there yet.
Sorry,
We'll get there. What about you, Noah? What would your movie be? It'd be a perfect. Tell me what it would be about, and then kind of the mood of it. You know,
Right.
Like for example, if for Vice, I'd say a movie about Dick Cheney. Kind of like a comedy feel, but also a little serious.
Right. Okay.
Like that. Like what?
Wait, what if someone made a movie about like World War II?
Never been done.
Never been done.
I
Yeah,
know.
something to
What
snatch it
about
up.
what about a movie where a group of people has to go save one of the sergeants in the army?
Argo?
No, I'm thinking like saving Sergeant
Sergeant Max.
Saving Sergeant Max Fury Road.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that Mad Max was like a huge feminist movie?
Fury
Really?
Road? Or the
Yeah.
first Mad Max?
Like the new one, I think. I didn't know it, but I was like,
I don't know that.
I think I
there
was
is a
watching
first.
like Watch Mojo's like top 10
Oh my
like
God.
course.
I watched-
feminist
let me tell you-
movies, and it was like
hate
number
Watch
one or
Let me tell
something.
you. Let me tell you. I
despise them.
watch one Watch Mojo video and go on YouTube the next day, and everything is top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. I steer clear.
Have you thought of an event yet?
No. Well, okay. Well, the thing is, like, the only ones that I could think of, I don't want to share publicly.
Okay, that's fine.
Because they
That's
could
fine.
be real. But
It could be. No, it doesn't want to share
Hey,
his movie's idea.
so French Fox is working on a project right now.
No, we're
And,
not.
Huh? I'm not saying anything else. A project. And I found an article today that was a few days ago that was a real life event that is exactly what we're writing about. So,
And you're
that's what I
just
would
telling
make. I
me
would just-
now.
You're
Yeah.
just telling it. You know how long?
Oh my God.
well,
Get the
I know.
dumpster.
I have a whiteboard behind me with all of our notes on it. I'm just gonna erase it.
The
Augie's
idea
gonna
is
come
a
back.
show starring Will where he
Stop,
plays
don't.
every character.
No. And
No.
it's all in my head, and I'm in a coma.
Yeah.
And then after the
It's a
after the
podcast. It's
after
just
the
black.
conflict is finally resolved, Will just wakes up and is like, "Oh my God, what a crazy dream!"
And my
Credits roll.
no. I wake up and I say, "What a crazy dream!" And then I look to my left, and the doctor is me in a nurse's outfit, like a skimpy nurse outfit. And then the credits roll.
Can we please produce this?
To make, if anyone
The
wants to make a
GoFundMe
trailer,
goes up tonight.
Yeah. Tonight, meaning Thursday when this podcast comes out?
Happy
or-
Valentine's Day! I forgot to say.
Oh,
when,
is that-
when this comes out? It's gonna be Valentine's
Happy
Day.
Valentine's Day,
Happy
everyone. I hope you're
Valentine's
alone.
Day.
Wait, Valentine's Day is
and
this
sad.
Thursday?
Yeah. So you kind of go.
Always alone on Valentine's
Oh,
Day.
I actually,
hey, you can spend it with me, Ben.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
buying
been
I was buying a
Valentine's
gift for my significant
Oh my!
other.
This is the second time Will has mentioned his SO on the podcast. Is this some sort of like
no. This is something that this was my since we last spoke. Actually, we just kind of strayed away
Okay.
from it, but I have it now.
Yeah.
Since we last spoke.
And you know, when you're younger, you know, like 15, 16, and you go and buy like a gift Valentine's Day, you know, the people's like, oh, how cute. Like you get a piece of jewelry and the person they're like, oh, that's so cute for your girlfriend.
Yes.
And like, yeah. So I look like I'm 15 if you don't know. And I'm 18. I'm a full grown adult. I make my own money. I can go
Full-grown
full-grown
adult.
Full-grown.
Yeah.
I'm never going to
Full
change.
grown. He is mentally matured.
The point is I'm an adult and I make my own money, and if I want to buy my significant other jewelry, I don't want you to be like, oh, do you want me to wrap it for you? I can do that. Oh, is this your mom's money?
I always need help
How
wrapping.
cute.
I
well,
cannot
yeah, I want
wrap.
them to wrap it for me. Don't get me wrong.
Of course.
But I don't want the oh, who's this for? Oh, my girlfriend. Oh, how cute. And like, you're like 2 years older than me working at this jewelry store. Calm down. Anyway, that's why since we last spoke and my rant.
Oh my God. If your SO listens to the podcast Thursday morning, she's going to know she's getting jewelry before she
knows.
gets it.
She doesn't listen,
on
and she
Thursday
knows.
evening. she doesn't
knows.
listen.
Yeah, no.
Because if your SO listened, then she wouldn't be your SO no more.
SO meaning shout out?
Yes,
Okay,
my
good.
shout out.
Yeah.
My super obtuse.
Oh my God.
That's not nice.
Yesterday at the Acapella Festival,
Oh wow, that's the best way to start a sentence.
there were so many shameless plugs on stage, and I was just the one thing worse than a shameless plug is a shameless plug followed by, oh my God, shameless plug. Am I right? Like you've just acknowledged it to a further extent.
So it's actually a shameful plug.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, those are always uncomfortable.
Like,
always.
I'm never annoyed when someone plugs like something they're passionate about, but when you say shameless plug, like all of a sudden it becomes a level of meta. I don't know. I don't like it anymore.
No, I understand. Speaking of Valentine's Day, I have this BuzzFeed article, and the title is "A teen mistakenly read his girlfriend's thermometer as a pregnancy test, freaked out." Okay, so I want you to what?
Don't read that story. That's like kind of personal.
No, it's all over the internet.
But it's about me.
It's about you.
No.
This is not a picture of you.
Oh, is there a picture of the
There's
teen?
a picture of the teen. There's
Got
a
it
picture of
now.
the couple.
How do you mistakenly read?
Okay, well, I'm
Okay,
gonna
sorry.
show. Okay, so she. This is how it goes. She is sick. Wakes up at 4 a.m. Sends a text to her boyfriend of the thermometer at 100 degrees, 100.0 degrees Fahrenheit, and says, "Holy bleep!"
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa.
Watch your
Exactly.
language.
Steve Tim, you had it right. Steve Tim's
He's
not in the
not
office
here.
tonight. He's not in the office
Yeah.
tonight. but
He
no.
responds.
Also, everyone knows that I edit the podcast.
What? You mean Steve Tim?
No.
He
Steve
says.
Tim doesn't know how to do anything. I literally have to do it all for him.
Okay, let's go back to the story. Holy bleep! He responds at 7 a.m. How? New text. WTF? New text. You're on birth control. New text. Baby. So everyone look.
Did he have the right spelling of your?
No.
Like,
No.
See, I just
Of
sensed.
course.
I sensed
You
that he would
knew.
use the wrong
YOUR. You're on birth control. And I want everyone to look.
Oy vey.
I want everyone to look at the picture of the thermometer. So it's very clear that it's a thermometer.
Yeah.
You know, it says
It
100
is.
degrees.
And
I just
isn't
think,
a pregnancy test like a line?
yeah, I know.
Like,
Isn't that-
it's a line. It's not.
It is. It's like a plus sign and a minus sign.
Maybe
I
he
think.
thought like the one was the line and all the other stuff was just
Well,
for
he probably
show.
thought he probably thought it said 100% pregnant.
I don't know.
I love how he's like,
Yeah,
how?
okay. And people can't help but some are laughing.
Wait, but how could you be a different percentage of pregnant
don't
other than
know.
100% or
And then
zero?
people are tweeting things like, I'm having 99.3 kids, OMG, with a 99.3 degrees Fahrenheit thermometer, stuff like that. It's I don't know. Like what? Anyone ever done something stupid like that?
Every
Like
darn day of my life.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of it.
Sometimes I take my temperature and I'm like, oh my God, I'm 100% pregnant.
Yeah. It happens to the best of us.
No, nothing,
It
nobody.
happens to the worst of us.
It happens to all of us. The good, the bad.
The ugly.
So Noah, what you're telling me is,
Anyway, speaking of pregnancy scares, no.
Ben, do you have something to tell
I
us?
have nothing.
bad.
I have absolutely nothing
So why would you say that?
because it's like comical to like
Of course. Anyone see Childish
Yes.
Gambino's new beard?
Yes, it's blonde.
It's odd.
Can I see
Very
it?
odd.
Yeah,
It's-
here it
it's
is.
bleached.
Here it is.
Oh God, sorry, Donald.
Part of me is like, that's ugly. Part of me is like, that's ugly. There's no part of me that says that looks good.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
it's because if he had done his hair blonde too, I think it would have worked. But his hair is still black, maybe dark brown. I don't know. I think it's black. I'm looking at it, but I'm colorblind.
I wrote a college scholarship essay. The prompt was, if you could erect a monument in Washington, D.C. for anyone right now, who would it be and why? And I wrote about Donald Glover.
So you're telling me?
I did not receive the scholarship.
Oh man,
Probably because of the beard.
Your thought was like, oh, I'm gonna write about something a little edgy, but then it's gonna have a really good, deeper meaning, and they're like, this is stupid, right? Is that
I can't know their thought process.
what school was this that you didn't get into?
It's not that I didn't get in. This essay was for
A
scholarship.
Of course, how foolish could I be? So foolish, apparently. I've got a question for everyone. What would you rather watch? 1 movie, 3 episodes of a comedy, or 2 episodes of a drama? And they're all the same length. You know? Would you rather watch, you know?
On the mood that I'm in.
Yeah, okay, tell me and tell me
Okay.
why. Right now, what would you rather do?
If I was like just chilling in my room, wanting to put something on, I'd probably rather watch like
Let me set
3
the mood.
episodes of. Okay, set the mood.
Let me set the mood. Let me set the mood.
Yep.
So you don't
My eyes are closed.
Yeah.
it's 10 p.m.
Right. Wait. Which 10 p.m. There are
The night-
at least 2.
The nighttime 10 p.m.
Okay.
Which is keep your eyes closed. It's 10 p.m. You're in bed.
Yes.
You don't have any plans for the night.
Right.
All you're doing is gonna watch this and then go to sleep in your bed.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
You're all alone.
Mhm.
Would you rather watch 1 movie, 3 episodes of a comedy, or 2 episodes of a drama?
So it's 10 p.m.
It's 10 p.m. You're good. You are awake.
Right.
You're not too tired.
Okay.
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 If we'll say it's 9:30. Let me
Okay.
start over.
Right. Okay.
It's 9:30 p.m.
Yes.
Thank you. This makes it so much
Yeah, it
easier.
does. It really does.
Sorry, it's 9:30. Okay?
Okay.
Which one would you rather watch?
I might choose movie if it's 9:30. If it's 10, then I'm. Oh wait, was I the only one with my eyes closed?
No,
still?
Ben.
No, my eyes were closed. Don't worry.
Probably a movie if I have that time. If it's 10 though, then I might do the.
They all take the same length.
I don't care. A movie's more of a commitment though, because then you're committing to a
Right.
long story, you know, as opposed to like shorter
Of course.
stories broken up. So I'd probably do movie if it's 9:30. If it's 10, I'd probably do like 3 comedies.
For me, it's 2 episodes of a drama.
Yeah, for me it's that no matter what.
That's like midday for me. That's
No,
like,
see the thing is, I
I only
into
watch
it.
at night dramas.
the hour before I go to work every day, I always like to watch an episode of a drama. I don't know. It's just like
because usually like before bed, I'm wanting to kind of just like let loose a little bit. I don't want anything like super intense. So like
trying to get
comedy,
loose?
get loose, yeah,
foot loose.
Footloose. Yeah. So like a comedy's nice, and like I'll like go on my phone while watching it too. So like something that I
Okay.
don't have to like actively
Right.
That's
like
true.
pay
Yeah.
attention to.
Also-
Like that's why dramas I'd rather do it at like a time when I can really sit down on a couch or something. And
Okay,
watch
what
it
about
and-
rainy day? You got nothing
Ooh.
going on all day. It's
Movie.
You know, it's 11 a.m.
movie?
movie,
Yeah, movie.
Rainy
then
day movies are
rainy
dope.
day movie. For
But also,
me,
like, I'll watch like the Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
What is?
yeah.
That's weird because it's 30 minutes, but
okay, let me throw another one out at you.
but it's probably a drama,
You
not
can-
a.
you
Can you
can't.
set the environment for this one too?
Okay, okay. You,
Set the mood.
You wake up, you lay in bed.
Ben, close your eyes.
Close your eyes. It's 8 in the morning. You just got up. You sit in bed for an hour
And it's
and
the
a half
weekend,
on your
isn't
phone.
it? It's
yeah.
the weekend.
You go to
Yeah.
the bathroom. You shower. So now we're looking at it's like 10:30, almost 11.
Right.
Everyone's busy today. You're locked in. Close your eyes.
Sorry, you scared me when you said shower. Because are you supposed to shower every day?
I shower in the morning. That's just my personal.
I shower once every couple of months. I didn't realize that it was like a
Oh, I
requirement.
shower at least 3 times a day.
Okay.
I
I
was just
went
in the
my
mood.
whole life showering at night until this last year. I've showered in the morning.
Okay, can I go back to
I
setting the mood?
guys, let's
I
go
like
back
it- I
into
like
the
it
zone.
better.
Get back in the
It's
zone.
10:30
PM.
You walk. No, we're in the morning.
It's in the morning
We've done
now.
our
We've
morning
done our morning
routine.
routine.
Everyone's busy. You have no plans. You throw on a pair of sweats, like a
I
nice.
don't own a pair of sweats.
Okay,
Will.
a pair of pajamas.
Okay, I
a
do
nice
have
comfy
that.
t-shirt.
Yes.
I'm already wearing my PJs.
But you just got out of the shower,
Oh,
so you change into some dry PJs, Ben.
dry PJs.
Wait, so
Dry-
he showered with
He
his
showered,
original
Ben.
PJs
Yes,
on?
exactly.
correct.
Ben, you just hung out your wet PJs to
On the
dry.
clothesline?
Of course, of course.
Clothesline.
You get on your your couch or whatever. You grab
Right.
a blanket,
Wait,
throw
is this
on the
just
fire.
Ben now, or are we both experiencing this.
You're both experiencing
Okay,
this.
gotcha.
Okay, Whatever.
It was the universal Ben.
Right. Continue.
Of course. Did I say Ben? I didn't even catch that.
Just continue. I'm in the zone.
You know, it's a little chilly in the house, but not too cold, like chilly to the point where you need a blanket. Throw on the TV. You have to watch one of these things, but you can't be on your phone during it.
Oh,
I have a definite answer here.
When you can open your eyes.
When it's like the morning,
but you can't be on your phone.
yeah, when it's the morning,
No phone.
and like no one's around, and like if I'm watching TV during the day, like I'm going to a documentary in this instance.
It's not one of your choices.
It's still the 3 comedies, 2 drama, 1 movie.
Yeah.
I'll watch a movie and it'll be a nonfiction movie about like a crime or something.
There
I
you
love
go.
watching crime documentaries.
Okay, update. My eyes have been closed this entire time. I've been visualizing
Open
this
them.
experience still. No, I refuse to. So I've made up my decision now. It is. Why'd you? Ben just showed
We're
his
just checking
phone
the
to
time.
us. Oh,
We're just
okay.
checking the time.
I
Just
thought,
showing
I
him what
thought you
time
were
it is.
texting each other about me because
Yeah,
you
we were
don't
like, Noah's so
me.
stupid.
Why do you guys have to do that?
Come on,
you
let's
won't
go.
open your eyes.
So I chose movies. I prefer to be lying down in bed. That's like
Okay, so you can be in bed. You can be in bed
Wait,
for this.
what?
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
for
You
the
can
morning
be in
one
bed.
too.
You can be in bed.
Why?
Wherever is comfy for
No,
you.
but it made it so much easier. I had my decision, and now I have
You
to,
can't be on your phone though.
I know.
Okay. So
I'm on the couch. I'm
You're-
not in bed. It's 10:30 a.m. and I choose.
Well, at this point, it's 10:42.
Okay, and I choose to watch
Well, that's all we have time for. No, I'm kidding.
2 dramas.
2 dramas. Okay,
Yeah.
what drama are you?
Probably Westworld. Yeah, definitely more than 2. I binge watch dramas
God,
because
Westworld
yeah.
season 2 sucks.
I
Just
need to
No,
watch
you
it.
just don't understand it,
Okay,
Will.
okay,
No, I'm rewatching the first season, then watching season 2. So don't say anything until I
Season
finish.
2 is
Good.
gorgeous.
I've heard-
But
oh.
here's the thing. Season 2 takes a path of great episode at episode, great episode at episode. But I like it better than good because every great one is like just mine.
so far, I've not seen one good episode in season 2.
What episode are you on?
I'm on like the 3rd or 4th one.
Number 4. You're like if you watch. I think you're on 3 because number 4 is life
Is
changing.
good. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think I ranked. I'm just saying I ranked the episodes. Season 1 finale, season 2 finale, then season 2 episode 4.
There you go. That
I
is Ben's.
think.
All right.
Oh,
Wow.
Wait, do people hear that? Does anyone hear that off in the distance?
Hear what? Oh. No, it's gonna hit me. It's gonna hit me.
Oh no, get off!
That's
Oh, I
like
just pushed you.
emergency brakes.
I pushed you. No, I pushed you off the track.
No, it was one of those ethics questions. I pulled the lever and I sent it towards Noah. To save 3 people. To save 3 people.
Yeah, but you pulled
Is this
the lever.
good place?
No, this is the bad place. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, huge.
Does anyone have any recommendations? The recommendation railroad.
I recommend The Good Place.
Oh, wait,
Perfect.
really?
Actually, yeah, I just
Oh,
started
it's
watching
so
it recently,
bad.
and I enjoyed the first.
Wait,
2
did I just spoil it for you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen the season that's airing on like network TV right
Okay.
now, but I've seen everything that was on Netflix.
Okay.
So yeah, it's really good. I highly recommend.
What's it on? What can I watch it on?
It's on Netflix if you want to catch up, but I think it's NBC. Is where it's airing. But
NBC.
yeah, that's a mine major
Major
six. But it's interesting because I watched the first episode and I didn't like it and I stopped watching it. Then my friend told me to keep watching and I did and I really enjoyed it. So keep watching if you didn't like it at
Love
first.
Ted
The Good Place,
Danson.
NBC, Netflix, Ted Danson, Kristen Bell, The Good Place.
Christy
I may have
Cool.
already recommended this. I don't remember.
No, I don't think so. Ben,
Okay.
hop on that train. Got any recommendations?
All aboard!
Last call. Get your tickets out.
Wait, Will, did you have a line like that in one of the shows in high school? I feel like you did. I don't know.
I'm checking right now to see if it exists
If
so
what
I
does?
can recommend it. But I can't believe I'm going to recommend
Is it something you're like making up? What?
No.
I think you could. Okay, yeah. My
Ben,
recommendation.
you can't recommend strangling your children.
No. I'm recommending Bruin Harmony, UCLA's only all-male a cappella group formed in 2006 because I saw them do a rendition of Creek originally performed by Radiohead and it's
Creep?
awesome. Yeah.
Oh.
You really have to check it out. It's incredible. In fact, I'm going to watch it. Like I was just checking on YouTube to see if it exists on YouTube. I saw it live. And it does. So I'm about to close off this podcast and then go watch that.
All right. You were asking me if I had a line,
Yeah, in like a line in a
a main stage show.
Like, yeah, or any show. Like,
I said post Toller.
Dude, stop revealing where we go to school.
Just bleep that out.
okay.
My recommendation.
Ooh, what is it? Give it to me.
My recommendation
Give it to me.
is Office Hours.
What?
Our
What's
weekly vlog. It's honestly my favorite.
This is a shameless plug.
I'm
Oh my God.
saying
I've become everything I hate.
I say this every time, not every time, but it's legit my favorite thing. I love it. It's funny. The edits are funny. We do fun things. We're about to go do some fun things right now. So check it out. That's Office Hours. If you go to the French Fox Prod Productions
You can
YouTube.
you can watch the most recent episode where we unbox our new Zoom recorder. And in what day is it today? Today it's Thursday when you're listening to it.
I mean, you could
Friday
look-
So
comes
happy
after that, and then
Valentine's Day, you
Saturday,
cuties.
and then it's
Happy
Sunday. So in
Valentine's
3
Day.
days from when you're listening to me talk right now, you
assuming
can watch.
assuming you wait for it to come out and
Right.
immediately
Unless
listen.
you're listening to this Friday, and if it's Friday, then in 2 days, and if it's Saturday, then in 1 day you can have
what
a
if,
new
what if
Office
they're
Hours
listening
vlog.
to it on Sunday?
Then
Then it's a French Fox
already out.
marathon time.
It's already out.
All
It
right.
usually comes out at midnight on Sunday.
So check that out. Follow us on
sometimes not.
French Fox Prod. That's on all social media. We got it
Yeah.
on Instagram. We got it on Twitter. Those are all the social medias.
got Facebook.
Facebook, not yet, but we're coming with
Snapchat.
that. We're not yet.
no, we are. I thought we are on Facebook. Are we not?
We're not on Facebook.
We're not on Facebook yet, but we
we're
will be,
coming at
folks.
you. If you have any ideas, anything you want to talk about, maybe you just want to let us know we're doing a good job. If you want to make a little thing for
Please let us
recommendation
know that.
railroad, send it to @French Fox Prod. This podcast comes out every Thursday wherever you find your podcast. So have a great Valentine's Day. Spend time with people you love. Doesn't necessarily need to be an SO. It can just be your family. I love my family. Shout out to my mom.
Oh my God, that's
Catering
kind of
done by
incestuous.
Augie Lieberman. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great night. I love all of you. Happy Valentine's Day. We'll see you next time on the French Fox Podcast. We'll see you later. And Ben signing off. We've got Ben.
Peace out, guys.
Noah.
I'm gonna have future Noah, who's editing this podcast, sign me off. I've never been summoned before. Bye. I guess. Okay, yeah, that was pretty weird. All right, bye guys.
And I'm Will. Have a great night. Mwah.
Love you.
I love you too.
Oh.